got a guest.
Yeah.
You got Sydney tattooed on your arm?
Yes, I did. It's my sister's name.
Did she die?
No, she's just badass.
What'd she do?
She's a awesome sister that has always been there to help me out, you know, whenever I need it. So
Talk closer into the microphone.
yeah, she's just badass, dude. She's my sister. She helps me out.
How old's your sister?
A couple years older than me. I'm 22. She's
You got a
24.
fucking name Giant on your
Fuck
forearm.
yeah. And her brother.
Does she have your Does she have your name tattooed on her?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't get too many tattoos.
But she has tattoos,
She has, I think, like 2 tattoos.
and one of them isn't you.
She could get a little one of you.
No, she
Yeah, couldn't
needs
she
to
get like a
one
picture
me.
of you doing that sweet quarter pipe jump or something?
She oughta. Fuck, man. Shit.
Do you think that's weird, getting your sister's name that big on your forearm?
No, I mean, I don't think so. I like it.
Well, you know that it's unusual, though, right?
Is it?
Why? Well, yes, of course.
I don't really.
Do you know anybody
Yeah,
else who has their sister's name tattooed on them?
No, I don't think so. I don't
I'm not
know.
casting aspersions, but
Did
why
you guys
why
grow
you-
up hard or something? Like, why is she so awesome? I mean, obviously she's your sister. She's awesome, but
Well, so like when I broke my leg, I broke my tib and fib.
Yeah.
I was just sitting around a lot, like hanging out. I don't know, drinking a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend is Bragg's Design. That's like my brother-in-law now.
yeah.
So he tattoos a lot, dude. He's always got his tattoo thing. So yeah, I don't know. I like it, man. That's goes along.
he
with
do
all
all
the
your
rest of my
tattoos?
shit. Yeah, most of them.
Right.
90%. So.
Dang. Pull up your arm. That's some. Man, you are a white trash
S&M.
motherfucker. What is S&M?
S&M Bicycles BMX. It's like the most badass BMX company in the world.
Is it?
Yeah, man.
Who did that tattoo?
That one, that was the Hood Rich Boys. It's pretty ghetto.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
It's, like,
a pile
really
of shit.
Shitty, yeah.
But it's awesome, though. 'cause it's so
that's like
shit.
one of my favorite ones. It's
Checkered
fucking
flag.
badass.
Are you racing? You have a background?
Yeah, I used to race growing up. Raced
Supercross?
quite a bit.
Outdoor?
Motocross,
Okay.
yeah, like from 4 years old I was at Loretta Lynn's and then all the way up.
All the way up till...
World Minis up till 80, so I was like about 14. So I was about 14, yeah.
And then you retired to be a freestyle motocross guy?
No, actually my parents split up and just pretty much quit racing. Moved in with my mom and
Wait, so you were full on racing, and then because your parents split up, because I'm assuming
They
your dad was
split.
taking you? Racing?
yeah, my dad was taking me racing and I don't know, just kind of got over it pretty much, you know.
No, so it wasn't a divorce. It was more
Divorce,
you got over
this,
it.
that, you know, just a bunch of shit. Bikes, I hated 80s. They were just too slow. Like, you needed to have, like, the fastest bikes to compete. And I'm just sitting there going down the track, like, wide open, like, watching fucking, like, not as good riders as me pass me up because they got fucking good motors, you know.
That's
So,
some bullshit.
yeah, just, you know, and then
I wouldn't want to be in that race.
Yeah, I was gonna get back into racing when I turned 16.
Why 16?
So I could drive myself, get a big bike, and just kind of, you know, I'm still young,
Yeah.
still have a chance, so
Yeah.
I'm going to keep motoing. And then when I was 15, I had my permit, I got a DUI, I fucking wrecked my little Nissan truck I bought, so it was fucked. And then I couldn't drive till I was 18, so I just pretty much from that point, I was like, well, I'm just going to do BMX, so I'm over it. Like, I'm probably never going to pursue dirt biking, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't even have a dirt bike from, like, before freshman year till after I graduated.
And that's got to be tough to be that wrapped up in racing and then just have no fucking dirt bike anymore.
Yeah, it was fucked up too. And then like in high school, all my friends are like, "Hey, we ride dirt bikes." You know, they're like posting pictures of them jumping and shit.
And
all,
you're like,
all the
pussies.
chicks are like, "Dude, fuck yeah, dirt bikes, dude. That guy rides." I'm like, yeah, like you know, I don't have a bike, but I ride. You know, like
Yeah.
whatever. So BMX, and then I got a construction job. Worked at a sandwich shop, then a construction job. Had some extra money. I'm like, I'm getting a dirt bike, dude. I can't handle it. I got to get back into riding.
Yeah.
And got a dirt bike. Started riding Pyru a lot. I
Yeah.
think I met you there, like briefly. Just said what up. You
No way.
Scummy.
Yeah, I like that track.
And then yeah, it was fun. And then I lived at Pyru, at the house on the track.
Oh shit.
Started riding every day, and just for fun, like getting into doing whips and
Yeah.
just riding around. And that's when I met Scummy at Pyru. And
Yeah.
we started riding more and more and hanging out. And then one thing led to the next. I started trying to get back into racing, but I was paying for it all myself. Like, all my checks from construction is, like, going right into it. Like, oh, I need new tires. I got to get this, that. Entry fees, driving. And while I'm at work all week, working whatever, 40, 50 hours, all my competition's training and riding. So, like, I'd get to their level, and then I'd go broke, and, like, I got to go back to work, and, like, it was just a grind that was not really paying off, and I was just having way more fun riding with Scummy in the hills or whatever, like, ramps. Just, like, at that point, I was like, dude, I'm out of money. I'm overspending the money I work for on racing. So I'm just going to ride for fun. And I knew Vinny Carbone and all the no-namers. I moved out there to Paris, moved in with my friends, and then pretty much just started digging and riding for fun and didn't really care if anything came out of it. Just that was my hobby at that point.
Still working, though.
Working, yeah, construction and stuff.
And when people don't understand digging, you're saying you're going out free riding out into the wilderness, and you've got shovels, and you'll find kickers, and you'll make them better, and you'll jump over mountains. That's pretty much what we're talking about.
Yeah, like you find a huge hill, and you're like, that's a good landing, and this looks like a good spot to shovel out a huge takeoff.
Right.
So let's stack for 3-4 days, and then make it a jump.
So 3 or 4 days of stacking dirt to make it a giant kicker. You keep packing it down, shoveling, working on it for 3 days straight. Then you start jumping it, packing it down, making it perfect.
Yeah, and it becomes like a badass, like, 80-foot jump that you can, like, whip, throw tricks, whatever. You don't find jumps like that at the track, that's for sure. And then you've got, like, 6 or 7 built up, and everybody's out there, and you're just riding, hitting them also. And it's fun, too, digging. You're just out there bullshitting all day with your buddies, just stacking piles of dirt, you know what I mean, drinking a beer, whatever, just hanging out, so...
Do you drink and ride?
Well, if it's free ride, I mean, I'm not a big drinker anymore, There's too much shit going on, like, I gotta keep my head screwed on somewhat straight.
That's smart.
So, yeah, but, like, out there, have a couple IPAs or whatever, and ride, so, laid back.
So, are you, because I don't really follow the sport that much, but are you, I mean, obviously the quarter pipe jump at the X Games where, this guy, you won.
Yep.
From you don't seem like a guy that wiggles a lot. You sort of more of a do and jump guy. Like you look to jump something more than take your feet off kind of thing.
I mean, I can.
You do it, but
I can do like seat grabs and stuff.
But you're not really that.
Well, I got like shoulder issues. Like I dislocated my shoulders like quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, like growing up and stuff. So, I mean, I'm not into the seat grabs. I rather just whip and then I can flip also. So I'm like. Kind of just.
You flip you flip a lot? You're a backflipper guy all day? Like you have to do that?
No, not off. Actually, never even flipped a ramp yet. But I flip all the natural terrain, like a few different big jumps out there.
Wow.
Which is pretty gnarly. Like pulling back off those, you don't know if it's gonna come around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're on video camera, if it's worth it, for like Twitch's movies, like, all right, well, there's a pretty good jump. I'm pretty sure I can pull this one, so I'm just gonna yank and see what happens. And I've landed like 20. And I've only crashed on 2.
How bad of an injury is fucking up a backflip out in the...
Depends on how bad you fuck it up, I guess. I mean, I always rotate just enough to get to my feet at least.
Yeah.
And then usually it's a step up. Like if it's a gnarly double, I'm not going to, risk reward. Like if I pull back and don't rotate on a double, you're going to land pretty hard. But step ups, you get a little more room for error.
Less of an impact.
Yeah.
When you fuck up. So, you're invited to X Games, right?
Yep.
So you get an invite. Why did you get an invite? What were you doing that got you invited? Was it the quarter pipe thing? Because it seems to me like this thing was set up for you. I mean, who else did the quarter pipe?
So, like, they had the high rollers one back at, like, the Monster Cup, I don't know, like 6-7 months ago or something like that. I hadn't even hit a quarter till, like, a few months ago. But... I rode BMX so much, and I ride dirt bikes a lot. I'm like, you know what? I could probably do that quarter.
Wait, so you've ridden a BMX on a half pipe?
Yeah.
So you can do
vert
backside airs all day.
Yeah.
You can do like 14-foot airs on vert on a BMX.
I can go pretty high. Yeah.
Okay.
I can.
So that's legit as fuck.
Yeah.
Not a lot of dudes on vert can do that on a BMX.
In BMX, I was like, if you're going to compete in like a park competition, and I wanted to be pro, I was like, you got to be able to air out at least like, carry your speed through the course. You got to be able to blast if it's a 9-foot or a 14-foot.
Yeah. You
got to be able to go high and carry your speed.
Yeah.
Because there's usually a box ramp right after, and you want to blast that too. So it's important. So yeah, I learned it to air out really good on a BMX as well too.
And how much different is it on the dirt bike? Because I mean, that's a lot more weight you're dealing with.
The motion's the same. Like when you're in the air and you see the deck, you're like, all right, I'm used to this. But for a dirt bike, it's 200 pounds. You have to yank and pull and throw the whip out there and stuff like that. So it's a little different.
You have to whip it or it won't turn, right?
You have to whip it. But if you go high, it's less. You don't pull as much, so you whip slower.
Because there's a rotation happening because of how big it is.
Like some guys will go low. And
they've got to really whip it to get it around.
You have to whip it hard, and some people will not whip as much and eat shit, or they'll whip too much.
And over-rotate. That would probably
shit.
be the worst slam you could do, right?
Yeah. Like
because in skateboarding, you over-rotate. That was gnarly. The worst slam you could take.
Yeah, and I've only slammed once on a quarter so far.
On this one in particular where you won the X Games, on the way down, I noticed that you clipped it. In skateboarding, you hung up.
Yeah.
And in skateboarding, you land like you did, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
I feel like you, and I've ridden Mega Ramp before, and for me, whenever I started going about 16 foot plus, I started to not be able to read the landing until I'd started to come down again.
Yep.
So on that particular area, were you in the air, things look like they're reasonably okay, but then on your way down, you would have realized that you were coming very close to the I call it coping. The deck.
Yeah. So like if I would have landed like another foot backwards,
you'd be
fucked.
Like,
yeah, I'd have probably
cased it and gone over the bars, right?
Over the bars and shit. But
so you would have known that on the way down, right?
Yeah, I could tell I was gonna case. And like on a dirt bike, if you're gonna clip something, it's better to drop your back in and fucking pin it so your bike powers.
Because that's what you did. It was kind of like a body jar almost.
Yeah, like
a skateboard thing.
Yeah, like on a BMX, if you're gonna tag, it's best to just drop your back in, be ready for it, and like set your tire down and like handle it rather than to try to like suck the bike up and fucking get bucked because you know your ass is on the seat and then you really can't fucking do nothing. So yeah, that's like a technique. Like if you're gonna case a steep landing at a supercross race too, you'd rather drop your back in and pin it and fucking throttle.
Okay, because that's the thing that I noticed a lot of good moto dudes have that I don't have. Was always like when I jumped certain things, like if I ever jumped a bigger jump, for me like 80 foot's pretty big, and if it got any bigger than that, then I was pretty much out of my league. But I had done it a few times. But I used to, my brother races too, I would explain them like the difference between you and me is, dude, is I have to make this perfect. I cannot, because I see good guys land bad and it's nothing to them. If I case a fucking 80-foot jump, I might die. I might not just ride on through that. That might be the end of my life.
Yeah.
I have to land perfectly on the other side. Everything needs to work great.
Yeah, that just like, we practice that shit too growing up. Like, hey, you know, if you're going to case a jump, you know, plant your feet on your pegs, get your wrists and everything ready, good form while you're in the air, and here you come and fucking pin it and handle it. Rather than like, oh, I'm going to fuck up and then, you know, bounce to your death or something.
Yeah, where were you, Colby? Nobody fucking told me that.
Shit.
I just ate shit. I figured you just had to keep going until you figured that one out. So you win X Games.
Yep.
And is that like a big deal in the moto world? Like, is everyone like, oh wow, you're on the map, or like have things changed? Or
it's pretty big, I guess. It's like in freeriding freestyle, that's like the biggest thing of the year. You know what I mean? So that's pretty gnarly, I guess.
So do you get raises from everybody for this?
Yeah, you renegotiate whatever contract you have, and then you know, like right before X Games, like, oh hey, Colby's there that day. Throw my sticker on his shit. I probably had like 5 new stickers on my bike. If I would have won,
you got like 5 deals.
Yeah, like right then and there. Like, hey, if he wins my stickers on his bike and he shouts me out in the the thing, then yeah, like we'll give him money.
Okay.
Which I was like, fuck, like I didn't remember like shit. Like I had like 4 new sponsors to thank, you know, and I was like in the interview, I'm like, yeah, I want to thank, and I'm like, I didn't rehearse a speech either. Like I wasn't gonna plan on that, so. Yeah, I'm like, all right, I want to thank you. And I'm like, dude, and they're like all weapon companies. I'm like, fuck, like I can't.
Wait, you have all weapon sponsors?
You like through Scummy, like there's now.
Oh,
like,
so now you Cold Steel?
Yeah, Cold Steel, Hellbent holsters, Smoking Barrel guns, right? So, like,
so you're sponsored by the same people I'm sponsored by?
Brass Knuckles.
Because I know Scummy.
Yeah.
That's the deal. Man, he has those people locked, right?
Yeah.
Like those guys take care of me. And I'm like, man, that is all Scummy. I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got it dialed in, so he knows those guys, and he's like, dude, look, if you remember this shit, do it, you know, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
So, but I was like, fuck, dude, like all this shit's going on. When I landed and rode over and Behrman was like, you won, I was like, you know, and I had a feeling I won because I went so high off the fucking thing, but I was like, when he told me that, I was like, dude, like that was a crazy moment, because all the fucking like work and just like dealing with like crazy places to live and like doing it all on my own with no backing, like just dealing with some shit too, living in like tweaker houses and shit like.
Why are you living in tweaker houses?
Well, it's just like that's just the way it goes, like I only got so much money for rent a month. I'm working, or sometimes I don't even have money for I'm couch surfing. I'm working trying to do this, and then it's like, hey, well, we're gonna be riding in the hills a lot. And I'm like, okay, I got a little money saved up, whatever, and I'm gonna go ride in the hills. And then like it's just a party pad. Like everyone's coming over. Next thing you know, like friends of friends are there, and shit's just getting out of line. And it's like, yeah, I got to get up in the morning. This fucking drunk dude's riding my bike down the fucking road. Like, I got to wake up, jump out the window, and my boxer's ready to fight this guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, my boots got stolen or this or that, and it's just like such a headache. But like all that shit leading up to this, like,
how long ago was a drunk guy stole your dirt bike and you jumped out the window in boxer shorts and stopped him?
5-6 months ago. Like,
wow.
After like when all my gear got stolen, like my only helmet, my boots, like 5-6 months ago.
All your shit got stolen from your house?
Out of my truck, yeah, like because I have a window you could pop open one of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I wake up and like my bike's on its side. Luckily, I had it chained into the back of my truck, and like the thing's popped open. No one admit to. I don't know, dude. Yeah, like maybe some like tweaker neighbor, whatever. I'm like, dude, you guys are like. Not you guys, because I love the dude's house I lived at, you know what I mean? But it's friends of friends, and there's always people coming over and like, oh yeah, they're all homies, they got your back. But it's like, dude, they're they want their shit, so they're gonna steal a pair of Tech 10 boots, you know what I mean? So it's like all my shit got stolen, just shit like that. It's just been like a real headache. I mean, you can get
Tech 10 boots though, right? I mean,
dude, like it's
they won't give you them
now, maybe, but not before that. I was just a rider, that was pretty good and had a little Instagram following, like. Nobody's like, oh, we're gonna give this guy free shit. So yeah, you buy everything, you know what I mean, and like I'm paying for my food, phone bills, car insurance, all this shit. So it's just it's just like all this shit leading up into this. When I won, I was tripping. I was like, well, like, I got a feeling I won, but when he told me I won, and I look over and everyone in the stadium's staring at me, and the chick's walking up to me with the medal, I was like, fuck yeah, like pulled it off. Like this shit was badass. Now, I've got like basically everything I need, and I can get into a routine and really like.
Where do you live now?
I just 2 days ago moved into Larry's guest house.
So you live with Larry
Linkhogel compound, yeah.
And he was going to come in today, but he did not. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. He got tied up with some stuff. He's like dealing with like some legal like court shit, from like the Sharpie on the bike stuff, like the Hodges press charges, and
he has legal court shit to deal with from that.
From that, yeah, he's got like 3 or 4 charges on him for
3 or 4.
Yeah, he's got defacing property. What is it? Vandalizing. What is that? Yeah, some stuff, some shit like that.
Right. Can you guys tell me more?
Discrimination, I think, something like that.
I've been hearing about this, but what is the story? By the way, we're talking to X Games gold medalist Colby Raha.
Well, I don't know as much as Colby, but I know Larry. Larry is the founder of Metal Militia, and he is really, I was saying before, look, he's a fucking weird dude.
He's
and he's a sketchy
badass.
Dude. Yeah, but he's the fucking most hardcore moto dude that I've ever met. I believe that he is the most core moto guy alive. Maybe dead, too. I think I said that already today. He's the core of core. But he's a fucking, an asshole. You know what I mean? Like him and Deegan back in the day, they were fucking dicks, dude. They're ball busters. But they're mean to people, and if you're an insecure, nerdy guy, it's a burden, and it affects you. Well, it affects softer people, and everybody's softer than Larry.
But there's always like a root to the, the madness, I think, and yeah, like he's good friends with a lot of guys, and like backs a lot of riders too that people might say nerdy or whatever, but no, man, it's like I've really got to know him the last couple months, and he's a really good, solid dude. Like
So you've only known him for a couple months?
Well, no, I met him out in the hills like 8 months ago, but I've been hanging out with him a lot recently.
Yeah.
And spending actual time with him.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's really good.
Is that a Metal Militia Slayer shirt?
Yes, it is. This is their new shit.
And they're tied in with Slayer. Like, that's a legit Slayer logo, so that means they've got Slayer's approvals.
Yeah, Larry's good friends with, the guy.
Kerry King?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, because now I'm starting. Because what I heard, Michael, is the guy is Dirt Shark. You know Dirt Shark, right?
I sure do. Yep.
And then I guess Dirt Shark has a brother.
Okay.
And Dirt Shark's brother's real good at moto,
All right.
freestyle moto.
All right.
But Dirt Shark rubs some people the wrong way, and I guess now he's very powerful at Monster Energy.
What do you think about Dirt Shark, Colby?
So, like, I've just only heard things about him, and, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, whatever, he is what he is, you know, I don't know. He runs Monster.
Say no more.
He runs Monster.
He runs, like, most of, yeah, like, he has a big say in, like, all the media shit, I think, right?
Okay.
Do he and Dingo have a rivalry? Because they would
No.
seem like two
Him and
guys.
Dingo are friends.
That's funny, because they would seem like they'd be two guys playing musical chairs with one seat.
No. Dingo, I think, see, I'm just, from what Colby's saying, I think Dirt Shark runs, like, action sports stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I think Dingo handles, he's the celebrity monster guy.
I see.
So
and,
they
and
don't...
Also NASCAR stuff now. He's
Yes.
dabbling in that too. Okay,
Right.
so they're two different...
He's the heavy hitter. Dirt Shark hangs out with, the scum, like me and Colby, like
Gotcha.
action sports losers.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Dingo's, like, chilling with Justin Bieber, telling him
Yes.
how refreshing Monster is.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know Dingo either. I just met him at...
He's a great guy. He's a a lovable character. But look, it's not, like, I already explained a little bit about it, my opinion about it, because, you're a hardcore motherfucker, and you live your life on the edge. This is a game. This is no joke what you're doing out here. And Larry does it every day, and he's been doing it every day for his whole life. And he's a hardcore motherfucker. And Dirt Shark is... I don't see him riding. I've never seen him ride.
Yeah, I don't know if he rides. I don't know.
And does that count for something? In our world, it does. It does a little bit. Like, if you don't actually ride, and then you run you run the industry... It's a little bit weird, but that's what happens
the feeling I get from all of it is like, so they all came out to the hills and rode our jumps for the filming and stuff like that.
Who's that?
Like, you know, Axel and like his guys.
Oh, so they came in and hung out with you?
They came out to the hills, and this is when I met him.
All right. And you were cool?
They were super cool, yeah.
Right.
They were like, hey, yo, what's up? You guys, all this stuff, thanks, you know, for letting us ride your trails and stuff. And then they leave, and then I hit them up, you know, hey, let's ride. And I didn't get any responses back, nothing like that. Pretty much just blew me off.
Right.
And then they go to the Doonies and stuff, and me and Vinny Carbone are like, well, we didn't get invited to Doonies. What's that? It's just like the cool guy crew, you know what I mean? And it's like, seems like a lot of the spotlight they want to keep on themselves.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's like, all right, well, that's cool, you know what I mean? I'm out here, I just pretty much held it down all day yesterday, flipped some stuff, threw solid whips, whatever. And that was cool. You guys came out and you were really cool. But then I didn't hear nothing back for months, you know what I mean? Here I am still grinding away, trying to, like, do something with it, you know what I mean?
When you say do something with it, what do you mean? Like get sponsored,
you know,
get a career?
Like get a couple of things rolling.
And you're pretty hot right now. You're out there and you're doing stuff that no one else is doing.
Dude,
everybody who's out there is like, man, Colby's fucking going off right here. And you're thinking, man, it's time to get hooked up. And Monster is running moto.
You know, we had a good time on the hills. Let's fucking ride. You know what I mean? Let's see what's up. And they're really like the only, you know, that's the only spotlight is on those dudes. So it's like, well, those are the guys that have everything, and really nobody else gets jack shit, basically.
Oh.
So it's like, hey, what's up? Like, and then no one replies. Well, then, you know, I'm still grinding away. Then Larry hits me up personally on Instagram, says, hey, you want to, you know, step your game up, come out to the yard,
wow,
see what you can do. And I'm a huge fan of Larry. Like, if you look real far back on my Instagram, I'm already posting videos of Larry and shit like that, like from his documentary. And that was cool of him to hit me up. I said, well, I want to ride the quarter, and I want to ride, you know, all your ramps and see where we're at. He said, all right, come out, we'll put in the work. So I showed up. Within like a week of hitting the quarter, I'm already going like over 20 feet, getting high off that thing and, like, you know, dialing it in. Well, then Nitro Circus has their huge quarter, and that comes up, and I show up, and no one really knew I'd been riding a quarter. I hadn't posted anything. So Axel's there, Berriman Hill, a few other guys. And they pretty much thought, I think, that like Axel was going to go the highest or whatever, but I went highest all day. And then the next day too. And then when Travis Pastrana came out and everybody was there, I was going huge off that thing. No one had really even gotten in the ballpark.
Hmm.
And that was huge, like pretty much just
at the Nitro Games?
No, the training facility in Paris.
Oh, okay. So not a
games,
contest, or just training, and everybody was there.
They were going to have the quarter in the Nitro World Games, but not enough people rode it. So
Okay, so anyway, you're doing that jump and you're doing it better than everybody else, and because I hear that Larry doesn't like Travis, and somebody told me
he
that,
likes Travis.
and I was like, maybe he's just busting his balls because he's a bit of a nerd. I don't think anybody really hates
he
Travis.
has a lot of respect. He respects,
You
people
have to.
you have to. Well, no, he's.
He
Like,
can bust his balls. I mean, he's
likes
kind of a
people,
weird nerdy guy who happens to be one of the most dangerous people on the planet.
There's really like nothing negative to say. I don't think at all about Travis.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying he sings bad on Twitter. Sorry, on Instagram. Larry said some stuff that's mean to Travis. What they told me yesterday.
The only thing I think people could try to like say anything about was when
it's juicy.
They did a Wiener Schnitzel commercial.
Yeah.
And that was when they rode on the roof, and Larry had ridden on the roof, so he said something like, they were like riding on the roof after Larry took his idea or whatever. But Larry rode his dirt bike on the roof, went high as hell on the roof, and then they just did a little BMX wall ride. But that's the only thing I think people, I don't know, people are crazy. They take shit the way wrong way on social media.
So Travis might have stole something from Larry, a trick.
No, Travis didn't steal anything. One of the BMX guys rode on the roof.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
So anyway, now you
nothing
do this
against Travis, and he said that too. He said nothing but respect for him. He's like the gnarliest human on the planet.
Right, because he is.
He is, yeah.
So maybe Matt Hoffman might have him, but anyway. So you guys have become bros. Pretty hardcore. You're on Metal Militia. You're hanging out.
Well, I'm riding over there a lot, Yeah.
And
he's got a lot of. He's been around forever, and.
So has Larry had problems with Dirt Shark before you guys became friends?
I think Larry gave Dirt Shark a job back in the day.
Yes, I heard that too yesterday. That he worked with him
with Militia, and then
he was just
like
Dirt
Shark quit.
Yeah,
something like that.
Right. But you didn't have a problem with him or his brother, correct?
No, but like after that day, and it's just kind of got the vibe from like these guys are just trying to keep this spotlight on them, and they're kind of, I don't know if they felt threatened or whatever.
Do you want the spotlight?
No, it's not that. It's like, how do you try to control the whole industry and keep everything to them, and then?
But I mean,
really
did they keep everything to you to them? Because I mean, you won.
If you're
on the
like
show,
a professional, like if you want to get in the mix, you got to know people. You got to like, there's nowhere to ride ramps. You got to know people to get in or whatever. And they like don't answer calls or whatever, I don't know, but they never really like, they were so cool in person, but then they just blow you off or whatever like that. So it's like, for an up and coming free rider, you got to know people, and people got to be
Why don't they? Would you be sponsored by Monster? Would you take that deal?
I got offered a Monster to come in and talk and get an offer, but no, I'm not gonna. No.
Why not?
Well, because I'm dialed in at Militia, and I like Larry. And I feel like that would kind of interact with that, and plus the Dirt Shark, and like I don't know. I mean, I feel like if I were to be on the road with Axel and them, they'd just try to keep Axel like above me, or you know what I mean. And I've heard stories like guys that are like boys at Axel, they'll start getting better than him, and then they'll just let's just, kick this guy to the curb, whatever. It's like, it's just funky. I've heard just some funky shit, and I don't know if I can trust those guys, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't feel like,
So anyway, I'm still a little bit clueless as to how you guys have beef. It's like he takes care of his brother. I mean, it's his fucking brother. Of course he's going to favor his brother.
Beef or anything
and
that.
I didn't watch the Doonies thing, but I've seen a couple of clips. His brother's fucking good.
He
right?
rides really fucking
like
good.
He can win on any given day. He could win.
He's gonna be up there in the hunt for sure. Yeah.
So he's not getting like a free ride, like, because if you are better than him, you get to win. I mean, you won. You beat
Moto,
everybody.
It's like, you can if you got, here's a ramp, here's this, here's that. Hey, I'm gonna get your bike styled in. It's like Moto. It's like if everything's right there for you, it's hard not to be good. But he is good. He's got mad skill for sure. But it's just like a paved way. It's kind of like groomed, and then and I'm working my ass off over here and trying to get to that level as well. And I'm and it's just but there was no beef really. Like, we had no problem. Me and Axel were always cool and everything like that.
Okay.
We see each other, right?
So then Larry wrote something.
Larry was dicking around
in the
pits,
pits,
Sharpie,
right?
Yeah, wrote a little Metal Militia and F sellouts on the bike.
He wrote F sellouts on
little little Sharpie, whatever. I was getting ready and shit like that. It was just dicking. I think it was just a joke or whatever. But next thing I know, I'm like all geared up, ready to go.
Okay.
And there's cops running around, and there's big havoc, and like that. And
in the pits, there's cops running around.
Yeah, and then Larry's getting escorted out by like 5 cops before the event even started. So I think they might have overreacted a little bit. Like, it's a little Sharpie, you can grab like.
Wait, is that a photo of him with the police that escorted him out?
Yeah,
because they look pretty happy to be with him.
Yeah, he says in his post that
they look stoked.
Even the cops thought it was funny that he was getting arrested. Now, look, I think I agree with you, but let me make sure I understand. So, was he riding that on a bike in a way that he thought might get picked up by TV cameras?
No, I mean,
okay.
I think he was just. That's just like people like that's just some shit like from back in like.
Can you could wipe that off
school.
Too, right?
Yeah, like there's brake cleaner cans everywhere.
Right.
Grab a rag, wipe it off.
Because if it's like, I mean, if putting a logo on a bike to be on TV in the X Games is worth thousands of dollars, then writing "fuck you, Metal Militia" is defacing property.
Yeah, fuck it.
But if that's not the case, then that's not the case.
Yeah, and then like the bigger question is like, why is this bike even there? You know what I mean? If he's not competing, like, why is the bike there?
Wait, he wasn't competing.
He wasn't competing at all, and we're over
the whole weekend. He's not. Wait, he's not in X Games.
Yeah, and there's limited space, and we're all working on our bikes. And
well, his bike's there to like show people or something. Is that what it is?
But it's
like it's his bike.
Take a picture of it in Encinitas at the mansion. You know what I mean? Post it on Instagram there.
Well, dude, it's X Games. You bring the guy, Monster Energy, the guy that works Monster Energy Supercross Motocross. His brother's fucking one of the best in the world, and he isn't there, so you put the bike there. I get that's not offensive.
Load the bike up, throw it on one of the 10 monster rigs in the area, and get it out of there. You know what I mean?
So it's out there. Larry wrote something on there because Larry's a hardcore motherfucker, and he was like, "I'll fuck with you."
It's funny. Yeah. I thought it was.
It is a joke, but I can also see that if me and Larry don't see eye to eye, and then he writes that on my brother's bike. I can see how Dirt Shark can have a problem with that.
But then how would you handle it?
Right.
Well, you can't. This is the look when you call the police, and we don't know for sure, right? That Larry, that Dirt Shark called the police, or did he say?
No,
fuck yeah, I did.
He called the police. Yeah.
He said he did.
Larry's got charged. He's got to go to court.
Might have just been a concerned citizen.
Could it have been a concerned citizen?
However it is, I mean, maybe.
Colby, you're saying absolutely not. It's definitely Dirt Shark that called the authorities.
Yeah, they called the cops.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they're pressing charges. This is the bit that I don't like. If you want to get him out of there because you're showing your power,
hey, Larry, go wipe that shit off my bike. Or
he wouldn't do it.
Well,
I know Larry well enough to know that he would tell you to go fuck yourself. No, he wouldn't. Come on, dude.
I don't know.
But fucking you do so no.
You know that, but the point is you got to pursue your own vigilante revenge. You don't get the cops involved.
Have a talk with him.
Yeah, but if you're Dirt Shark, you can't fuck with Larry by yourself. Larry will kick your fucking ass.
It's a good thing Dirt Shark's got like 8 dudes with him at all times.
Well, that's a good thing. It's not fair. You can't look.
Well,
even if he's annoying.
Fight about it. Maybe just go over there and say, "Hey, what's the deal?"
Dude.
I don't know.
I know who you're talking about.
Or
here.
call the cops. Press
you can't go up to.
No.
Dirt Shark wouldn't last 2 seconds going up to Larry, and you fucking know that, and so does everybody else.
No,
it doesn't matter. He would not do it. And you know what? Dirt Shark wouldn't have the balls to say something back to Larry, and I kind of don't blame him. Larry's not a guy you want to fuck with. If I'm Dirt Shark, I'm like a little pudgy dude. Like, what? I'm going to tell Larry you're a fucking bitch? Larry will kick your fucking ass in front of everybody.
So
you called the authorities,
and
he's
fucking gnarly.
Here's the other thing.
He fucking
Dirt Shark
beating up on some fucking some
okay,
shit.
Exactly. There you go. He's a very tough guy. Dirt Shark is a corporate man. If he gets involved in a dispute, like a physical dispute, that is very uncorporate. You have to call the authorities. That's what corporate does.
Or wipe the shit off the bike and then just,
Oh yeah, no, they wiped it off and called the authorities to teach you a lesson. Listen here, punk. You can't be coming around here fucking with my corporate millions. You need to realize what you are.
Hey,
you need to realize what they are.
On the bike.
Yeah, but you're backing it. You're backing it.
I wasn't. No, I
you're
just
here.
Thought it was.
You came from Larry's house.
Do you think he shouldn't have done it?
I don't know if he should have. He shouldn't have.
I think you do know. I think you do.
I don't think it needed to be like that big of a fucking deal.
Agreed.
Yeah, if we all agree on that.
A little joke, whatever. He wrote on my shit. He wrote all over my helmet.
What did he write?
No sellouts. Metal, all the same shit.
What is this no sellout shit?
Wait, is he accusing you of being a sellout?
No, it's just like.
Doesn't he sell Metal Militia to fucking like?
I don't know how that deal went down, but they terminated that contract and that's over with. And I think
because they don't sell as much anymore. He's still interested in selling. He would sell shit to fucking like.
Well,
the whatever the biggest
whatever, right? Too. So I don't know. However, that shit went down. Whatever, you know what I mean?
Is him and Deegan cool?
I don't think they're on good terms.
Oh,
If Target wants to sell Metal Militia
Yeah.
T-shirts, who says no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking.
And the other weird thing is, isn't Larry like a millionaire himself, or like before Metal Militia?
For most of his shit, like.
But he's wealthy though, right?
I don't know. I mean, I was at the winery Bottle and Wine with his parents all week. They work every day.
Wait, they own a winery?
Yeah, they got a winery. Yeah, in Temecula. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so they get the money from the winery, so he doesn't really need the money.
Who know? I don't know. I mean, I don't know the deal, but as far
not
as
all
I'm
wineries
concerned,
are created equal. You're saying that they're working.
Like,
yeah, but Colby's trying to cover for him.
Larry's
Larry's
rich
rich
as
as
the way
fuck.
I see it.
Is he not rich as fuck?
I'd rather hang out with real people and fucking have fun my whole.
You don't have a
career.
choice, Colby. I can tell who you are. You're a part of the core, and that's the only people you're ever going to see eye to eye to. I can tell.
Yeah, I get along.
You're a fucking
better
dirt
with
bike
fucking
rider.
Real people,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a real
play
dude.
The games or like.
But you don't want to play the game, but you're in the game. That's the thing you're not understanding.
No,
you're at X
games that
Games,
get played,
and it's
I
a
think,
fucking dick sucking frenzy in the X Games.
I don't know, dude. I didn't have to fucking get anywhere close to sucking dick to get into fucking X Games.
We'll see how long your career lasts with this
fuck,
attitude.
Dude, I'm making
dude,
decent
you're looking at a guy
fucking
that's
money.
been there.
I'm making good enough money, and
Yeah,
I think if I can
because
fucking
Larry's
get
paying you, right?
Larry, SKVI, a couple other companies.
Right.
Coming.
But
in.
Larry's the biggest. Metal Militia's your biggest check, right?
Well, I mean, I'm like living there, and I get paid. Yes, Metal Militia's. Yeah.
So he's taking care of you. And he understands. He is you.
But if I
He's
can
one of
get
you.
a gold next year, maybe you step up best whip as well.
You
and,
get invited to that because of what you
medal
did
and
this
all
year.
those. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. However, they send the invites. So
Will you get invited?
maybe.
Because of your bad attitude and your bad friends.
The good thing about ESPN is they've never been political when it comes to the X Games.
I think they're all about ratings, right? So
Yeah, but how big are ratings on freestyle moto? Does that like seal the deal for ESPN?
yeah, I don't fucking know.
Can
All I
they
know
Can they live without one guy?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but what did I do that's so bad?
As far as I can tell, you haven't done anything bad. It's only your best bud, Larry, and I didn't think what Larry did was that bad either.
Be on a bike.
I didn't think it was that bad either, dude.
Yeah,
I honestly
that's what I
didn't. And if you're a real rider, Larry's a real rider, Dirt Shark's not. So I kind of want to back you guys, but I also know Larry, and I know that he can push people, and I also know that if I'm at X Games. Because, dude, I don't fucking like it. You know what I got out of skateboarding? I could ride a skateboard like a fucking champion. That's what you wanted out of your fucking life. If you think you want money and you want fame or popularity,
then you're
fucked.
down the wrong fucking.
It doesn't. You're not gonna win. You're never gonna get what you want.
Yeah.
What do you want out of moto? To ride like you fucking do.
Yeah, I want to go bigger than
Right.
than fucking everybody riding right
So
now.
you got what you want.
Yeah.
And no one can take that
And
from
I
you.
want to keep fucking going. I want to go bigger and bigger.
Well, then don't just watch on the. I mean, you poke at corporate and they lash out at you because they can,
so
and I
Dirt
get
Shark's
it.
corporate, right?
Corporate as fuck.
Fuck yeah.
He is, that's this game. It's sort of like Chad Reed could not ride "fuck you, James Stewart" on your bike. He would get in trouble for that.
But this is fucking.
Welcome
this
to
isn't
corporate.
fucking AMA. This is freestyle. This is free
It's
riding.
fucking X Games,
funny.
dude. That's where I've got you caught.
The only thing free about it is the riding, Colby.
X Games is corporate
You
as
don't see me with a fucking Sharpie in my hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're backing him.
I think it's fucking funny. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. The fact that they called the cops and are pressing charges is like, all right, now it's a fucking big deal. If they would have wiped this shit off their bike and got on with their fucking day, I don't think it would have even been a big deal. But they fucking freaked out, and now it's a big fucking deal.
I get it. It's a look. I think Dirt Shark's like, man, I'm getting put in a corner here. Like Larry thinks he can ride on my brother's bike, and everyone's gonna find out because he probably took photos of it, and I'm gonna look like a bitch. But I can't confront him because he'll beat the shit out of me.
Have pride in yourself and say fuck those guys and move on with your day.
They're not like you, dude.
That's I think
corporate.
how what do they go to high school?
You need to
shit?
pay for what you did, and then people can say, don't fucking ride on people's bikes because Dirt Shark will call the cops on your ass. He will have you dealt with. That's the look. It's an insecurity, but it's also an insecurity on Larry's behalf to write stuff on someone's bike.
Because like you know, whatever. I just think it's a big fucking deal over nothing, you know what I mean? I'm riding my fucking bike. I'm obviously getting results. I'm, you know, doing what I do, whatever. Then the fucking Sharpie on the bike thing, that's not a big fucking deal in my eyes, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Well, apparently it is to those. It's just those two dudes.
To Dirt Shark, I haven't heard shit about it from X Games. You know what I mean? I haven't heard nothing.
Well, I'm not gonna say to you, you didn't do it.
No, I haven't heard anything, you know, from them. So
I've heard stuff. I've heard that people are not happy with Larry.
they're not stoked or what?
No, they didn't like that he did that. And then I've heard there's people rallying behind both sides. And for me, I want to take Larry's side because Larry's a real moto dude and Dirt Shark isn't. So I don't like corporate because I work for corporate. I understand the game. I'm a 45-year-old man with 2 kids. I take shit. You know what I mean? Like people will tell me what to do, and I do it. I don't tell them to fuck off. I don't write "you're a cocksucker" on the wall over here for somebody because I got tons of people that fuck me over all day, dude. Welcome to corporate. This is the way it works. I don't flip out. I don't fucking do because they ain't gonna get me anywhere. And you have to learn how to play the game, or just tell them all to fuck off and leave.
Yeah.
Because fuck you, man.
That's
Put my
what I'm
fucking
saying.
whip
If
on
somebody
X
wrote
Games.
on my shit
I don't
or
give a
fucking-
fuck about being in
Exactly.
X Games. I'm gonna ride my dirt bike. That's the difference. You want to
Dude,
be
I
in
never
it.
thought I'd ever get into X Games.
They're giving
in
you
the first place,
tantalizing
dude.
shit to come and get, and then when you come there, it's a trap, dude. They don't actually like you. You said it yourself. Ratings. That's all they care about.
Yep.
If you're gonna kill yourself. I mean, at one point there was an X Games where people got invited that could not do the trick that they were going to do, and I'm like, you pretty much just fucking invited a dude to kill himself. That's what you're fucking like. There's a dude.
Was that the YouTube guy?
The dude with
Yeah.
the hockey jersey.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I'm like, this is fucking
Garmin
uncalled for that you're letting this guy do this.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have died.
Yes.
He did not have the ability or the
A
training
couple
to
people
make that
got
trick.
really fucked up too.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people got really fucked
Yeah,
up.
and you get invited, and then there's somebody else that didn't get invited that is a way better freestyle motocross rider than you, but the potential of him dying was very low. So you don't get the invite. This guy gets the invite. So they're very...
Yeah.
You know, I used to work for ESPN. I used to be an announcer when I retired from competing, and they would just say stuff in the meeting that was just so cold. It was like, this guy's got the ratings. We just want to just keep talking about him. Bring up Shaun White whenever you can, and I'm just in this meeting going, I can't believe I'm here.
Yeah, but
I
that's
can't
what
believe I
people
take
want to see, right? And people want to hear.
Yeah, but it's so incredibly shameless. Like
Yes.
when Jake had his slam,
Yeah.
if Jake had died, they would bring him up in hushed tones and speak reverently of him. But the fact that he lived, they cannot fucking replay that enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shoes.
That was
the shoes
fucking
blown
gnarly. I
off.
could watch that shit fucking all day.
Well, then maybe you're part of the
That
problem.
was gnarly.
Yeah, everybody a part of the problem. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to see it.
Yeah,
Dude,
Well, no,
I have
They-
I
a-
feel bad. I
they
think
want
Jake's
people-
a badass guy. I
Yeah,
followed
sure.
skating forever. My roommate in like high school was
Mm-hmm.
a really fucking hardcore skater, and that we listened to the Jason Ellis Show on the way to school every fucking day. Yeah, that's where I even heard of the show. Actually, I like called him like, dude, I'm gonna be on Jason Ellis Show. He's like, fuck yeah, my boy's famous and shit. He's all stoked, dude. It's fucking funny. Like hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the X Games doesn't want people to die, but they want people to come close to them,
Yeah.
and they're willing to accept if it happens
Yeah.
as a result.
It's a
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, and like you just said, you would love to watch Jake do that. That was an amazing thing because that's what we all
Well,
we were all blown away by
I
that.
hate to fucking see it, but when it happened, it's like, dude, that's a really crazy fucking thing to happen, and it's like to watch it is like, holy shit, the dude just fell from I don't know how high, landed on his back, you know.
I know. I was the first person
Oh,
there. I almost for a second it was so obvious what was happening that I thought about going out there and letting him land on me. That's how long it took. Like when he went up, I was like, because I know that quarter
Dive under
you
him.
can't ball up on the way up. You'll die.
Yeah.
And he did. And so I knew he was fucked on the way up. But when he took off, as soon as he took off, I was like, holy shit, he is so far out. I thought about coming out and letting him land on me because I was like, I think my friend's dying.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then when he landed, I was like, I think my friend is dead.
Yeah, like if you're asking if I'm one of the guys that tune in to see that kind of shit happen, like, oh, I want to fucking watch this because someone's gonna, create.
Yeah, well, obviously you're not.
Then no,
yeah.
hell no.
But
I
when it
watched
happens,
to
what a
watch it.
spectacular feat!
Dude, the guy walked away. That
Like
shit
if you
was
had
insane.
eaten shit on that quarter pipe,
sure people would be watching
but
that
lived,
shit over and over.
I'd be like, man, let me see that video again.
Fuck
That's
you'd
crazy.
be more famous than you are. That's the thing.
I think a more like negative way though.
I don't think it worked against Jake.
Well, if Larry hadn't have done that, he definitely would have been. It wouldn't have been negative.
It wouldn't have been a big deal if they didn't freak out about it.
Yeah.
The hits were like it looked like someone pissed off a wasp nest in there, dude.
Oh, really?
People were buzzing around, dude. Like, I'm sitting there with my spikes on. I'm like waiting to go out there and shit, trying to get my head. And I see people just walking all around and this, that, and cops and radios and shit. And I'm just like, dude.
Right before you ride, Larry got taken out.
Yeah, right before he didn't even see me ride.
Wow, that's annoying.
And then I just seen him at the hotel after with a gold medal. It was fucking funny.
He would have been pumped on that though, right?
He was stoked.
Yeah. Okay, I think in the end we can all agree on one thing, and that is that we love to ride dirt bikes.
And
maybe Dirt Shark loves to film people ride dirt bikes, but I believe Dirt Shark really likes moto.
Yeah, I think he's been in it forever, right?
Yeah.
He's been in the industry or known of it for a long
He's always
time.
seemed nice to me. I don't have
He's known of the industry for a long time.
Or, you know what I mean?
Is that what you just said?
Known about the industry, like, been involved, right?
You've heard of
For
it?
a long time, I would think.
Familiar for very long now.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I get the corporate thing. It's it's sort of.
And then I didn't even get my name on my shot in the Dirt Shark video for X Games.
Wait, there was a Dirt Shark video.
Yeah, the monster Dirt Shark video.
Oh yeah, because I used to be in that for Supercross. He would interview me every now and then.
Yeah, it goes like.
I was pumped when I was in the Dirt
all
Shark
these
video.
guys, and then
Yeah.
I get like a fucking 5-second shot, and then it's right to flat track.
No name.
No name. Not even the announcers, like the part where they say Colby Raha.
But that's not you that they hate. They hate Larry, and you're paying for it because you're Larry's friend.
But without Larry, I wouldn't even have been in the X Games.
Oh, dude, I'm not saying you should transfer your loyalty to somebody else. I'm just saying this is why it's happening.
Yeah. I mean, whatever happened with all the shit led up to
You don't want to hang out with these pussies anyway, dude. What do you want extra
that's
money
what I
for?
mean,
It's like fucking.
If you asked
You
me,
got
like,
dirt blocks and shit. You're good.
would I want to go hang out? No, I wouldn't want to go hang out because it'd be all cool and gravy and shit for a while, and then who knows? Maybe they like some rumors, some shit about me trying to fucking bang one of their chicks or some bullshit comes.
Did you
up.
try and bang
And
one of
then-
the chicks?
Fuck no, I'm
They've
not
got
a
chicks?
fucking idiot like that. You know what I mean? I fucking plenty of chicks out there, but. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean
like,
their
it's
actual girlfriends?
No, like
Sorry.
they've been known. Like I've heard they've been known to fucking betray one of my friends, and it's like, all right, cool. Now he's got a bad rap. They said they're gonna clip him out of the fucking industry.
Oh wow.
So it's like, well, fuck, dude. Like, I want to hang out with people like that. I'm fucking in high school. You know what I mean? You hang out with like the crew or whatever, some guys, and then there's fucking rumors flying. I was like, what the fuck? At least I know what I'm gonna get out of hanging out with Larry and the fucking real people in my eyes.
Where did Rockstar go in all this?
I don't know.
Because weren't they all tied in with Metal Militia?
Yeah, I don't know about any of that shit. I don't know how none of that.
I
worked
like
out.
Kobe. He doesn't care.
Good for you.
He's kind of just pulled in a little bit to this shit. But you realize it is fucking ridiculous.
It's
The whole
fucking-
no sellout
it's-
thing.
That
Dude, you're at the fucking X Games.
Larry's kept it
Everybody's
real.
selling
If you look
out.
on like Instagram, you can see like he replied to people and said, "This is what in my eyes selling out is." And
Okay,
that's
shit just
fucking
came back to
loyalty.
me. Okay, check out Larry's Instagram. There's a video that he did on Dirt Shark. Apparently he did a video on Dirt Shark before the X Games. I forgot. And that would have made Dirt Shark not like him because apparently it makes
it's up more.
it makes fun of him.
I think that was right after X Games, right?
Guns, Slayer, Moto.
Wait, so this is the Dirt Shark video?
Not sure. There's no way to like.
Play it.
Well,
Can
it
you
says,
just- can you
says
play it?
Death to Hipsters and Poser Nation, so I got a good feeling about it.
Okay, that's Dirt Shark not looking happy. And now there's a video of a cow. I think I've seen this video. This cow tries to fuck the dirt bike, right? Colby seems to think this is very funny. Yep, that's a cow.
Mounting a motorcycle. Oh, that's pretty good.
And is this as if to say Dirt Shark is a cow that fucks dirt bikes? Is what I'm sensing from this video.
Would you disagree with that interpretation, Colby?
I don't know.
And there's Colby. Everyone's pumped on him. And there's Dirt Shark not looking that happy. Man, Dirt Shark does not look happy right there.
Looks like Spot from Covino and Ridge.
Who's that just said that?
One of the X Games commentators.
Well,
I
wait.
don't know his name.
Well, he doesn't know. Are you saying he shouldn't have said that? If he was out there, he would have won. That's disrespectful.
Well, shit, dude, I
People are
just
some-
won. I went 29.5 feet. You know what I mean? I actually went 22 feet at high rollers like 6-7 months ago. It's not even fucking close. I mean, I don't know if he's probably gotten better.
Yeah, but
since then, right?
that's an ESPN announcer. Like, he doesn't know anything. You
But
don't even know the
then-
dude's name.
But then he said you probably would have won, and then Axel was like, you know, oh yeah, it's hard to watch. Like he like owned it,
Oh, okay.
which is
Oh.
like, yo, dude, fucking throw props on if you really do respect me.
Yeah, but he's his brother. Of course you're gonna. I mean, dude, you got your sister's name tattooed on your
No,
forearm.
the announcer, the guy in the thing, he said he probably would have won gold.
Yeah, I know that. I know, but I just said the announcer doesn't know anything. We don't know who that guy is. He doesn't ride. He doesn't
But
know
then it kind
shit.
of looked like to me like Axel claimed it. Like, yeah, he would have.
Right, and I'm trying to tell you that Axel claimed it because that's his brother they're talking about.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Axel was on the couch.
Axel was on the couch.
Oh, and he agreed that he might have won if he was not hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, look. I hope this. I mean, I assume this will all end peacefully. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
no one's actually going to beat anybody up, right?
Yeah,
Sort of like
fight,
radio
yeah.
wars. Everyone says that they're going to do this, they're going to do that, but when it comes
I
push to
just
shove,
think this-
nobody
I
actually
think
does
this
anything.
Shit's all funny, dude. I'm getting a good laugh at all this shit. Like,
Right. Seems that way.
This shit is fucking funny, dude. But, you know, whatever. And then I hear a lot of people on Instagram talking, oh, yeah, Axel would have fucking kicked your ass or whatever. And it's like, all right, well,
Well,
let's
that's
fucking go ride our bikes.
on
and,
social
you know.
media, dude. That's
Well, I mean,
It's
if
the
that's,
game.
let's
Of
just-
course there's gonna be
well,
somebody
let's-
saying
let's
stupid
go, Let's go fucking ride our bikes and see. You know?
so maybe there will be battles in the future. Monster versus Metal Militia, and you against Axel.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just want to go ride our bikes and settle it and, you know, whatever.
What about Larry and Dirt Shark, you and Axel contest, and
Yeah, let's
the
do
two
it.
managers just stand there talking shit while you two battle it out on your. I'd fucking watch this, like a TV show
Fuck
where it's
yeah.
just you two battle it out while Larry talks mad shit on Dirt Shark and Dirt Shark tells him to fuck off. I'm watching it because people love drama, right? There you go. ESPN, tell them
Yep.
secret private contest.
Winner gets to ride on the loser's bike in permanent marker.
Oh, permanent spray paint. The loser has to have a penis spray painted on their bike, and then they have to compete at the next contest with a big dick spray painted on
Yeah.
the side.
Fuck yeah.
Right? Would you do that?
Yeah, dude. I'm.
What about if you crash and then the next time then you got to wear a dick on your bike?
Well, I mean, whatever. I'd fucking, you know, wear the fucking thing if that was the fucking deal. you know?
Right, because that's the difference. When a deal's a deal, you do it.
Yeah.
Skivvy's pretty cool, right?
Skivvy's the shit. They
You
got
like
a
him?
really cool team too.
Yeah.
A lot of good people there. It's more like a friendship, like family. You know.
I'm not friends with anybody there.
Well, shit.
I like Wee Man. He's cool.
You don't have any
Wee
underwear
Man,
buddies?
Byron.
I don't really have any underwear buddies. I guess. Well, who's my underwear buddy? I guess Colin's my underwear buddy. He is my
That's
underwear buddy.
good.
Yeah. And I guess Byron might be a little bit of an underwear
You
buddy.
guys are
too.
undie pals.
Yeah. Okay, I got undie buddies. Well, that's cool.
Undie buddies.
Oh man. So what's next for you now, Colby? What do you do?
I'm gonna just keep riding every day and just, you know, staying on the bike. I actually get into like a routine now. Not sleeping on couches anymore and like waking up like hungry, like, oh, I gotta go fucking find breakfast and like
Gotta find breakfast, like
go
find food.
yeah, like, you know, you get your own house, like you get to go and dig in the fridge at 1 a.m. and fucking eat a bunch of cookies and fucking milk and shit.
Do you do meth?
No, I don't.
Right. What?
No, I didn't go down that road.
I'm just saying, fucking 1 a.m. and cookies and
Well,
milk.
you know, I don't know. Fuck, if you got your fridge, like, hey, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go fucking grab something to eat. You know what I mean?
These are
I'm
the
like,
things that
dude.
you're looking forward to.
I don't think you need to be on
fuck
amphetamines to have
doing
midnight
my
snacks.
laundry.
I do. If I'm eating cookies at 1, I'm on meth.
You don't wake up fucking hungry, or like, you know, you fucking eat like, oh, I'm gonna get Carl's at 7. I'm gonna go to my friend's house, and then they don't.
Oh,
have shit to
Kobe,
eat.
you are disgusting.
Dude.
The food that this dude
Limited.
eats. I bet what kind of food do you eat? Doesn't matter,
Oh,
right?
I fucking love eating healthy food.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you don't go to fast food
Nothing
places?
better than like a home cooked meal. You know what I mean?
Okay. Who gives you home cooked meals? Larry's not cooking, is he?
No. Either like if I'm paying rent and somewhere, I'll cook myself a fucking meal.
Okay, that's real.
My grandma taught me how to cook.
That's real.
Yeah, grub down, fuel up.
What about your parents now? Are they together, or I mean, are they cool?
Mom's doing her thing. She's with her boyfriend or whatever. So I don't even know.
What do you mean you don't even know? You don't hang out?
She was at X Games, but then she like boned out from there, and I haven't talked to her, and shit got a little crazy. But
shit got a little crazy. How?
Some shit, you know what I mean? She's crazy, man.
Oh, okay.
She's a crazy one.
So this is why you're tight with your sisters. You guys rely on
My
each
sister,
other.
my brother, yeah, always
Yeah,
have my back.
sure.
Like, hey, dude, I fucking broke down. I need some money. I'm stuck. I'm on my way to Phoenix. I gotta go do fucking ramp shows, whatever.
She hooked you up.
Yeah, they're always, yeah, my sister, my brother are really cool.
Your dad's not around to help you either?
Pops, he was definitely like, I gotta say, my parents got me on the right track growing up, you know. They were really solid. But then, they fucking split up or whatever, and tried the racing thing with Pops, and just a lot of fucking, bullshit, whatever. Wasn't really having fun with it, nothing like that, and just kind of over it. Moved back in with my mom, who's living with her boyfriend. Ended up staying in an RV, and then winter came around. I'm still in an RV, like.
Your mom lives in an RV?
No, she's living with her boyfriend in like a 1-bedroom, and that guy's
Yeah.
a fucking kook.
Did you guys have arguments?
No, I mean, he's just a fucking drunk, dude, so I didn't really, like.
Oh, man.
But then, yeah, later on, we did fucking fight, and I kicked his ass.
You had a fist fight
Yeah,
with
fuck.
your mom's boyfriend. In
He's a
front of her?
fucking dickhead. No,
Yeah, I know.
she
but
wasn't
dude,
there.
this is terrible. This is a terrible.
You know, whatever, dude. You just, some bullshit goes down, just everything fucking, there's always a reason for shit.
There's no way to live your life.
But that was
Probably.
when I was young. I mean, this wasn't recent.
Okay.
This was like
But
when I was
that's-
like 16, 17.
That's tough, dude.
But then living with friends, luckily I had really cool friends, and their parents are really cool.
Yeah.
And then, like, my bosses are always, like, really good mentors, and always, like, would take care of, like, yo, I got a fucking problem, what's up? I could talk about, oh, what should I do, you know what I mean? This is some shit. And then, them, and then I've always, like, lived my life, like, looking up to, like, my heroes and, like,
Yep.
what they did with their lives, and that's, like, kind of, and then I'm lucky enough to become friends with some of these people I'm consider my heroes, and then they always, like, hey, this is some shit you should be doing or shouldn't be doing. And that's, like, I think, like, my dad doesn't, he used to ride and stuff, but I'm, like, trying to pursue professional career, and, like, the people I look up to have way better advice for the things I'm doing.
Alright.
So that's kind of,
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to do shit on my own anyways, I didn't agree with half the shit that was, like, going on. I wanted to just ride my fucking bike and
Yeah.
live at my friends' houses, sneak out, hang out with chicks, ride BMX all around, whatever, drink, do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. It's like any 15-year-old's dream,
Who has parents that don't take care of him?
that get to do whatever they fucking want.
I appreciate you seeing the positive of it, but
Yeah, but then the rough
That ain't
times
right, dude.
suck too, when you're, like, broke and, like, dude, I wish I had $20, or something to get through this day so I
Yeah.
can work tomorrow, or, shit like that. And that's why free riding's cool, because you just put gas in your bike, you get out to the hills, there's no entry fee, you don't gotta buy a new tire every week, and you get to just ride and progress out there, and that's what I think free riding is fucking, and it's way more fun.
man, I tell you, just it takes a certain person to do the things that you do, and I feel like when you have an upbringing like that, you're a hard cunt. Life has thrown you a bag of dicks, and you've made
You've made dick salad.
You've made a dick salad out of it. You made dickinade out of it.
I made the fucking dude, it's crazy. I fucking can't even believe that went to X Games and fucking won gold. That shit's badass.
It is badass.
That shit was crazy.
And your mum was there, and then she fucked off.
She
Just like that.
She fucking
And she
split,
let you down.
No, I mean that's cool. She
bullshit,
was,
Colby.
she
I
was
can
there.
tell.
Dude, like I don't.
She
I don't
fucking
talk,
cut out. You're
I
telling
don't-
me she cut, like, you're hanging out. Where's mum?
I don't
She's
have
gone.
a lot to do with my mom, So
Right,
like when
that's
she
sad.
does shit like that, it doesn't really affect me. It's like cool, fucking. I could have predicted that's happened fucking
That's
20
sad,
times
dude.
before.
That's really bad.
Well, that's
This
why
is the
we have
this is the most
mentors,
concerning part about
and
this whole story to me.
why we look up to fucking other, people
Yeah.
that we really do consider, our heroes. And
Yeah, no, I look at many people as father figures because of my upbringing, but yours is worse, dude. It's not easy. That's not cool. My mum came. I'm 45. My mum came to X Games to watch me, and then she cut out. You know,
Yeah,
I'd be
well-
like, God damn it!
Yeah.
How many years? Can you fucking grow up now? Like, how old do you have to be before you fucking be responsible and show me that you care?
Yeah. Well, I know she cares. That's the thing. I think she just fucking got a little crazy side, you know? She's fucking crazy as fuck.
All right, dude. So what's
But
the next
it's all
contest?
fucking positive, you know? We fucking pulled it off. This
You
shit's
did.
great. I got everything I need now to progress and really become a solid rider and, like, really fucking progress more, you know?
So now, really, sky's the limit. Now next year you'll be 1,000 times better.
Yeah, there's no reason I think if I can get fit and healthy and fucking ride every day, why anybody should be able to beat me.
Right. What about videos? You working on video parts and stuff?
Yeah, we're filming a lot of shit, you know, like I think that's pretty important to put
Yep.
out stuff. And then while I'm out there going big, might as well have a guy filming it and then
Smart.
put it on YouTube and everyone can watch it.
Yep.
Capture that time and place, you know.
Yeah. Post it
So-
on social media and shit. Get it all out there. Get everybody to know what's going on.
Now I'm riding every day. I'll be putting out videos a lot more often of the shit I'm doing, you know.
X Games gold medalist.
Fucking sounds crazy.
It sounds cool.
Fuck yeah.
I always wanted to be that guy.
Yeah, I got the
I fucking sucked.
I brought it in,
You
dude.
got the medal?
Yep.
It's a pretty fucking sweet medal.
Dude, it's a Viking shit.
I know.
Fucking badass.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Some hard work to get that fucker, huh?
Now you don't take that thing with you
Fuck.
everywhere, right? You brought that along for the radio show.
Well, now that I've got a place to
Well, if he
fucking
leaves it,
hang
someone's going to steal it and smoke it.
Right. Don't
Yeah,
leave
I'm
it
gonna
in-
leave it
don't
in
leave
my
it in your
truck.
truck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got his fucking bike and his gear in the back of his truck. He ain't going anywhere without all of it.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
It's been in my truck since X Games.
It's got
Like,
a
I'll bring it
story.
in where I'm going, but it's been in there, you know. And
Right.
if I get pulled over too, maybe I can show a cop. Like, hey, check out my medal, maybe get me out of some trouble.
Yeah, good luck with that. No,
Yeah, yeah.
the
Yeah,
police
that'll
love X
that'll
Games.
convince them you're a safe driver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's already in.
look at this video.
It's already in the fucking truck. I might as well show him, you know. Get
All right, dude. Well, thanks for coming on the show.
You're,
And
you're at Colby Raha, Raha on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, I don't really do Twitter that much, but I got one.
and you know, best of luck with everything, man.
I
Just
think everything's gonna go really good now.
sounds like that.
Yeah.
And I really hope Larry can smooth things over. He's done a lot for the sport of motocross, and it's a shame to hear that two people that really love the industry so much can rub each other the wrong way. But then again, that's the world, man. People don't
Shit
like
happens,
people.
yeah.
Some people love other people. Some people can't
Yep.
stand certain people, and you're just so happen to. It's just weird
It's
that
just-
when it's like when I used to have battles with other skateboarders. I'm like, we're from different parts of the world, and we found each other because we fucking love this one thing more than anybody else on the planet.
Yeah.
But I fucking hate you.
Well,
Like, how did it get to that?
Sucks when, you know, people have to make things like, you know, fucking more rough for others, and yeah, I don't know, fucking, it's just a bunch of bullshit, you know.
Yeah.
but
Well, you
we're
just
riding-
stay
we're
out
riding
of it,
dirt
Colby.
bikes and, yeah, that's
You just
what we
ride
do.
your fucking dirt bike. Let Larry do the rest of that shit, all right?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Dirt Shark, if you're listening, because I know he is, he's a huge fan. Why don't you fucking drop the charges? Let's all, you know, let this, you know, Larry fucking did some stupid shit, and you did some stupid shit, and let's just let it go. Let the industry flourish, and let's all like each other. You know, what the fuck, man? Life's too short, especially when you're a freestyle moto.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back, everybody.
Well,
Thanks,
shit.
Colby.
Thanks, everyone.